Hey everybody, this is Jimmy the Geek Aficionado, and I want to welcome you to episode 2 of Will Work for Comics. This is a follow-up, in part, to my last episode, where I talked about buying a collection from private sellers and being able to do something with that, right? Aside from obviously taking out the choice pieces, that you need, or the filler for your collection, but what you can do with the rest of those books once you're done. Now, I don't know about your area, but my area has a number of small little local shows where you can go to and you can sell books or toys or whatever have you, right? Whatever memorabilia you have. Obviously, I have comics, so I went there and I loaded 4 long boxes and a short box full of books that I wanted to move, as well as some keys and some slabs. And then, while you're there, you're selling, you're hitting the collectors, you're providing for them, and trying to make some money. I did pretty well at the show. But my favorite part of the show is actually being able to work with the other dealers afterwards, right? Or, sometimes before, right, when you get set up, or you're walking around a little bit later on. My first sale was for a signed art germ CGC 9.8 slab to one of the other dealers. She walked right up and saw what she liked, and she bought I believe it was a Catwoman number 6 signed by Art Germ in a 9.8 signature series, and I had my first sale of the day at a really good price, and I cut her a little bit of a deal because, well, she's another vendor, she's another seller, and my hope is that when I go to her booth, I'll get the same karma back, right? She'll work a deal with me and want to provide me with a little bit of a discount because I'm there with her, right? We're comrades. Right next door to me, during one of the slow times, I just started thumbing through what he had, and I was able to find my last issue of Doctor Strange that I needed for my run, issue number 72. So super, super duper happy, especially since I only paid 50 cents for it, and it's in fantastic condition. And that's another one of the nice things, is that you'll find these books, for a really good price, and be able to, improve your collection, so to speak. He also had this King Size Annual number 10 from Amazing Spider-Man, another one I'm missing. Not quite done with my Amazing Spider-Man run yet, but this is getting me a lot closer. I just need a little cleanup in here, a little press, and it'll look pretty nice. But again, only cost me a couple of bucks. Walked around near to the end of the show. Had one of my neighbors, keep an eye on my booth in case there was anybody there, and I was keeping an eye on it myself from across the hall. But I came across another booth with a gentleman who had this beautiful set of Eternals. This is issue 10, 12, with the first appearance of the Unimind. Now, the Unimind shows up in Avengers later on, and expect that there might be something to do with this particular character in the upcoming movie. Issue 14, 16. Oh. Let's try that again. Without overloading it. 17. And you can really see that Jack Kirby there with Ajax. And 18. Now, the great thing about this is I didn't pay a penny for any of these books. These were all in trade. I invited him over to my booth to take a look and see if there was anything that he liked, that he'd like to get in trade. And he was just as eager as I was. And one of his also favorite things about coming to these shows is being able to do the trading and increase his collection and move some things out that he doesn't necessarily want. So these Eternals books were great. I'm just missing issue number 13 now. So if anybody watching this has an extra copy of 13, feel free to hit me up in the comments. Love to talk to you about it so I can finish that off before the movie gets here. Well, you know what? Here, let's go with this one. So while he was at my booth, he picked up some things, and then he also noticed a slab that I had that he was highly interested in, and It was for a Marvel Superheroes number 12. It's like a 5.5, like $100 or something like that, $150. So I went over to his booth with the book to look and see what some other things that he might have that I was interested in, and I was able to trade him that book for Conan the Barbarian number 14, the first appearance of Elric in Stormbringer. And it's a beautiful Barry Windsor Smith cover, and this is a book I never had. I don't know why I never had it, but just never did. Ultimate Fallout number 4, first appearance of Miles Morales, Spider-Man. And yeah, it was a nice even swap. No big deal. And I love to do it. So I got a couple of good things from me, and he got something that he liked. And then there was another dealer not far away. I kind of shuffled over at a time and noticed that he had this book up there. And this is Marvel Superheroes issue number 20. Now, this is the first solo Doctor Doom story. And one of the last of the Marvel Superheroes books that I needed that had original stories before they went into reprints. Now, the gentleman at the booth that was there, he's in it for the money. But he has a partner who's in it because he likes to, he likes to trade and he likes to get, get some stuff. So he found a couple things at my booth that he liked, but it wasn't enough to really make up for the amount that he was looking for this. So we did a little trade, a little cash, and everybody was happy. And I got this wonderful copy of Doctor Doom in Marvel Superheroes issue 20. Now, the neighbor next to me that I got the Doctor Strange from, I was just kind of looking over some of the other stuff that he had that I had missed earlier. That weren't in the box of stuff that was up on the wall. And I found that he had Avengers number 58. This is the origin of the Vision. I paid cash for this, but he gave me a good deal on it. And I walked away with a great book that fills in one of my 2020 want list, and one of the last 4 books I need from my Avengers run. So I was super happy getting this, and came away everybody came away square on it. Last book I've got here, I had a gentleman, another dealer, looking at my booth, and he had his eye on an Edge of Spider-Verse number 2, first appearance of Spider-Gwen. It was a CGC 9.4, and I was looking for, I think, $2 or $2.50 for it. Well, what we settled on actually was this. So he got his book and I got mine. This is Tales of Suspense number 48. This is probably a solid, I want to say it's like a 7. No, it's a 6.5. And it's the first appearance of the red and gold Iron Man armor. Now, I already had a copy of this, but it's pretty ratty. So this is a much nicer improvement over that, and just a great book to actually have as part of the collection. So super happy there with all of my purchases and all of my trades, and this is something that I like to do, every now and again. And yeah, I recommend that if you're looking for ways that you can kind of make a little bit of money, or you want to be able to come up with some things to do trade or improve your collection, this is a great way to do it. It's relatively inexpensive if you have the books. It's just a matter of, I think it was $30 for the booth rental at the time. And you get exposure to a lot of other vendors. You get exposure to a lot of other collectors that are looking for things. I was able to give out business cards and let people know, that I had more stuff that I didn't bring with me, the different types of stuff that I had, and I've been getting some calls on those. So it's a good continuous methodology of being able to build and improve that collection. So thanks for your time. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll talk to you later.